Hello, good afternoon and welcome back to Rangers Radio. Join myself, Fox, here on the panel is Bridgeman and our Fox. Never had any doubt here, Bridge.
Oh, you know, we've said it all the time, and I'll take a 1-0 victory because we end up playing such poor games sometimes against teams that just sit in all the time. Although, give them their credit. In the first half, they could have maybe 2 or 3 with a bit of luck. We came away in the second half very, very fortunate to be 1-0 down. But overall, I'm delighted.
We started the game okay, yeah.
First 10 minutes, not too bad.
Yes,
Controlled everything, you know. But
and then
my
they
goodness.
just fell away.
I'll tell you what.
How we doing,
sorry,
Fox?
pal. Sorry.
Afternoon, pal.
How we doing, mate?
For once, I believe in Santa, mate.
That like yourself comes once a year.
Aye, that's it, pal. That was we pulled that out the bag today, and thank God it keeps us in the title race. Struggling again, but the 3 points is all that matter. Yeah,
well, we won the game. Bridgeman, we wondered where the creativity was going to come from, and we were proved right.
Absolutely, nothing there. I thought that Koulibaly did his best. He was the attacking midfielder, but we could see that it's not his favourite. I don't think it's his favourite position anyway. If it is, he's in a lot of trouble.
Well, the ball's never under control, Bridge.
That's correct. That position. You need to be able to play football for a start. You need to be like yourself, Oxtear, you know. You need to be a good football player to start with before you get into
at least being able to stop it and pass it.
Yeah. And while you're stopping it and passing it, you've got to be able to see the gaps as well. And so if they all lot comes together, you're laughing. But Koulibaly, unfortunately, I thought he did well running about, and he got into people's, shall we, get into their strides as well as his own. But unfortunately, all of our midfield just didn't turn up at all. I thought that maybe Halliday was the better of the 3, maybe.
And what a chance he missed, Bridge. What a chance.
Oh, absolutely. Stonewaller. Absolute Stonewaller. I thought, what is he doing?
Well, Fox, people might want to join us. Last show before Christmas. So what's the number, Fox?
0141 356 1972.
Where else can they join us, Bridge?
They can join us on Skype at rangersradio.online, and the very handsome young man from London will bring him in, old School Blue. They'll bring him in and sort him out.
All right, I've never really looked at Old School Blue that way, but I'll take
Well, you've got to say, haven't you? You can't call him. You can't tell the truth about Old School Blue, can you?
Aye, all right. It'd be interesting to see what people's thoughts are. We huffed and puffed, lack quality. Some good moments. I mean, lovely cross from Middleton, and then he does nothing else in the match, mate. But great cross got us back in the game. And that man Morelos is so important for his Fox.
As I said just before we went off air, mate, we had a chance as long as Morelos and Tav were on the park, and they combined to get the winner. Morelos, I think he had about 3 chances in the game, scored 2 goals. Him and the goalkeeper, for me, are the mainstays of our side, and both of them turned up today.
All right, we've been joined with our first caller, Rudy Bear. How we doing, Rudy?
Hi, guys. Hi, Bridgeman. Hi, Fox. That made hard work of that, eh? That was a very poor first half, Fox. That has to be said. Very poor.
Was it that good, Rudy?
Yeah. At least they saved the Christmas for us, didn't they, eventually? You know, Alfredo, what a player. The 2 goals, both these goals, absolutely top-notch goals. His first one headers it down into the back of the net. Second one takes the ball in a volley after a fantastic cross-in for Tav. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. We slipped by the defender, gets in front of him, first time's it in a volley right into the back of the net. What a goal. 19 goals for the season. Way ahead of any other striker in this league, in my opinion. And he certainly saved us a day, Ox, didn't he?
But when you say the defender slipped, part of the reason is because it's good movement for Fred. He takes him in and then brings him out, you know.
Yeah, great movement for Alfredo. He knows exactly what he's doing. He comes back, he moves back first of all. He sees Tav getting onto the ball right away. He realises there's got to be a cross in here. Gets his cell into the box and comes from behind the defender and passes the defender. Gets in the front of him. The defender slips, try to catch him. Fantastic goal, the second one. The first one was great as well. The cross for Middleton. Brilliant cross, steadies his cell, has a wee look up, sees Alfredo in the middle of the box, puts it into the perfect area for Alfredo. Not much more for Middleton than that, really, I suppose. But great assist for the first goal.
Mm-hmm. Bridgeman, as we said, we started the first 10 minutes okay. Could have been in front. Andy Halliday could have done better with that effort he had. But as you've said before, the confidence for centre backs, mate. Oh, you've absolutely no confidence in them, eh?
No.
I have to say, in all honesty, if you ask them, I'm quite sure if they were honest enough, they would say they don't have much confidence in themselves either. You're starting to see, I think, as the pressure mounts and they get to these giddy heights of having to play at Ibrox next 2 games and they have to win. We had to win today. They came through it, but their jersey's awful big, isn't it, and awful heavy. So people like Goldson need people like Macaulay beside them. It brings the best out in them. I'm afraid that Worrell, well, a lot of folk on here maybe not quite like Mr. Worrell, and he showed today in some parts of his game he's quite weak.
I'm going to put it to you. I'll just put it down to his confidence is shot.
Yeah,
because I don't think he can be that bad. But we'll take that. Fox, what was Goldson doing at their goal?
I don't know. He made an inertia trying to header it, and the ball went past him, and that boy tucked it away. They're a bomb scare playing together, isn't it? There's none of them takes command of any situation whatsoever. Every time that St Johnson went forward, I was shitting myself to say something better than another phrase. There's no decision making between them, and they stand beside each other, and none of the two of them know who's going to do what. We need Macaulay in there, mate, and hopefully Katic is back soon. But at the end of the day, we've got the result. I didn't think any of the defence played well today. In the first half, I didn't think anybody played well at all. I would have given them all 2s and 3s. It was like watching a junior game of football for me. But we got our act a bit together in the second half. Lafferty coming on, I think, allowed a bit more freedom for Alfie up front, and we got the win, which is the most important thing.
Shout out to Kyle Lafferty, Rudy. I mean, obviously the one sort of hit the ball on the way to the goal he clawed it out. Hit one well enough goal, good save, but he caused them a bit of problem.
He certainly did. Went with the 2 up front when Lafferty came on, started to drag the defence a wee bit. Lafferty was a big part of that. His movement I thought was good. Thought he played quite well when he came on. Not the best I've ever seen him play, but then certainly not the worst either. I don't think. But aye, it was a right change at the right time. By the looks of things, it worked out in the end. I don't know. My mate was texting me during the game saying time to go with 2 up front now. Stephen Gerrard's going to look at that. Don't know if he will in the next 2 games. I think he's pretty much stuck to his system. I think he'll probably just keep sticking to it as well. We dodged a bullet today. Let's be honest about it, Ox. We dodged a bullet today because for big parts of that game, St Johnstone looked like the better team.
Better organised.
Better organised. And I'll tell you something, that defence just gives me nightmares. I'll be honest with you. I like Fox. Every time St Johnstone went forward, I go behind the couch.
I had every confidence we were going to win the game. I thoroughly enjoyed the last 2 minutes.
Right, Gerard, I'll tell you what. See, at a time added on to the end of the game, I couldn't watch it. I had to walk about. I ended up in the kitchen just waiting for the game to be finished.
There's a surprise. Rudy ended up in the kitchen.
I'll just put this wee kettle on. I'll boil this, and I'll make some dinner for me and the wife.
No, there's a buffet. There's a buffet in the kitchen. I can see it from here.
But listen, we need Macaulay back for these next 2 games. We really do. Hopefully, the big man's fit again.
We need Ryan Jack back as well.
We need Jack, but that would be great.
We need Arfield.
Was that no obvious today then?
I mean, see how if we have to go with Worrell and Goldson. Goldson's like a shadow of the player he is. When Macaulay's next to him, he's confident. Macaulay's talking him through the game. He knows what he's about. See, when it's him and Worrell, Goldson's an absolute shadow of himself when it's him and Worrell. And I don't know if it's because he's got absolutely no faith or confidence in Worrell. So he's constantly worrying about where he's meant to be, what Worrell's doing. But it's just not a partnership that works at all, is it?
Rudy, can I just ask, is this the right time of the year for me to ask for a good Christmas present for the Rangers? A big 6'5" left foot at centre half. Please. Please.
I mean, not just have 6 points, you've got to be greedy.
I know.
Let's take 6 points. 6 points, and let's hope that things go over by Boxing Day.
But Oxford, I have to say, the boys are right when you mentioned Lafferty. Him coming on did make a difference. I mean, it actually did make a difference. Or when I say the difference, before him coming on, we didn't look as if we were getting any balls up the top there and winning them properly, you know. And he seemed to be able to jostle the centre halves more than Morelos could, you know. On his own, of course. But Morelos was there. Oh, 2 fabulous goals for us. 2 fabulous goals. And big Lafferty missed 2. Well, I was going to say great chances. 2 chances, let's put it that way. And he created them himself, truth be told.
Did the day show that we're running and nearly empty?
It did for James Tavernier for me, mate. He looked at times he's running through quicksand. We'll be joined by a caller, evening caller, afternoon caller.
Hello there, Trips. How are you? Big Stevie for the dump.
Big Stevie!
Stevie, you'd have been like me, mate. You're a very positive guy, never in any doubt, eh?
Ah.
Honest to God, man. It's no good for the heart, lads, is it? Honestly. I want to, guys, if it's all right, can I get back to I phoned up a while back and I mentioned this about Greza, and I just still can't see, guys, what people are seeing in this boy.
I'm going to
I know he's just back the injury. I know he's just back the injury, and I know he's not a full season, and I think the excuses are slowly but surely running out for this boy. We could have got Jordan Jones for a fraction of the money, a Northern Irish international, and I think he would do a far better job than the boy Gresna. I'm sorry, guys. I just can't see.
I'll pass that one on to Fox. You hang on there, Fox.
Right.
Are you just going to dig me up because I said that I don't really fancy him, mate. I don't think he suits Scottish football, and I think he needs time on the ball to maybe show the bit of talent that he's got. But what I've seen, Stevie, I don't think he's up to Rangers class at all.
No. £2 million, we could have got Jordan Jones for what? $500,000? Really, night and day. I can't get my head around that. I can't get my head around it at all. The day, I'm just glad that Sharon by me. We had to grind the result out today. Alfredo, top class again. I don't know if it was Fox, but three chances you had in a sense, 2 of them. Man, what we would do without him, let's be honest, him and McGregor. But anyway, guys, really just glad to get the 3 points to get back down the road, eh?
Aye, it was all about the points, mate, to keep the season going. Yeah. You don't know where it's going to take us, Stevie, you know. Look, I get your point. McGregor, he's in a couple of no bad games, but he was non-existent. His touch and everything was poor today. And obviously the manager, I think he gave the ball away and he sent Middleton out to get warmed up after half an hour. That tells you everything you need to know, you know.
I think everybody knows when you play the Rangers, you've got to take your chances. There's a boy Middleton today. That's the last couple of games I know. I think he's free to take his man on. I think he's lost a bit of confidence, you know. And the Gresna, I just can't see what people see in him. I really can't. And I'm no man for running the team down. I'm as positive as the next Teddy Bear. But man, God forbid, £2 million. I just can't see nothing in the boy at all.
Rudy Bear.
Yeah, I think he certainly didn't show himself in the best light today. I do think there's a good player there. I just don't think he's shown it. He's shown it wee bits and pieces for me. You know, he'll have a wee spell in a game, wee 10-minute spell, and
no the day, Rudy.
No the day at all. No wonder he got whipped. To be honest with you, he was contributing.
He showed as much in the second half of the day as he did in the first.
You're right, Ox.
Stevie's right. When you think about what we paid for him, you know, we should be getting much merit, man. I mean, I know he had a big injury and a long layoff and no pre-season and all the rest of it, but he surely should be getting to the point in the season. He's had enough game time now to be getting to the point in the season where he should be fully fit, raring to go and contributing. Yeah. And he's only contributing in small spells for me so far, you know. And I have to agree about today. Stevie's right. Absolutely nothing out of him today. Really makes you kind of wonder why we spent that kind of money on him. You know, if we could have went elsewhere. Yeah.
Can I just say that is it possible? Sorry, is it possible that Gresda is suffering the same as most of our players? That there's a lack of confidence running through the team, and they need, like those 2 goals for Morelos. We need that type of thing to lift us all up and get the confidence back into our game. I mean, we were lack of confidence for the centre halves all the way up to the centre forwards today. Every single player. Tavernier was the worst I've seen him playing today. Seriously, it was dreadful.
Look, Stan, we've been joined by another caller, but I've got a question for Stevie after this. Afternoon caller.
Hi, good morning. Denver, Colorado.
How we doing, Denver Bear?
Denver Bear.
Well, Denver Bear.
Man.
Hi, Denver.
You know, at 6 o'clock this morning, the game kicked off here at 5:15 a.m. At 6 o'clock this morning, I poured myself a ridiculous size of whiskey. Man,
You've got a problem, Denver.
It was one of the halves I poured, and I had to take a sip out the glass before I walked to the living room. Holy shit, was that awful. I'm on my second one now, but I'm on a coffee as well, so we're good to go, guys.
He's a man's man as your Denver.
Happy Christmas, guys. Happy Christmas.
And a happy Christmas to you, Denver. And listen, mate, for everybody here at Rangers Radio, I know a lot of people really appreciate your calls into the show, mate. They enjoy your passion for the club, mate.
Aye, good. Thanks, aye. The passion's always there, guys. You know, saw my first Rangers game in 1960.
You didn't start going to you were 20?
Aye, 20-year-old, mate. Aye. You know, the passion's still there. I love the Rangers. You know, at 4:45, the alarm went off this morning. My missus is shaking her head, you know. Up watching the Rangers, man. I love the Rangers. Just love it. But
you should have Fox to phone you, mate. He was just coming in at that time.
It's a boy.
That game of zero, that was everything that's bad about Scottish football. Absolutely awful football, man. Just dreadful.
Denver. I was on the subway and I was speaking to a guy, and he says to me, "There's an old guy on your radio." He says, "Denver Bear." I says, "Aye, Denver Bear. Aye, he's magic." He says, "Oh," he says, you know, he's awful wise. He must be quite old. He's awful wise."
Just experience, mate.
He said to ask you to say he's asking kindly for you. Guy v Partick, so he's all right.
That must be a gentleman.
Sandy v Partick.
Aye, good.
Must be well known. They named the road after him.
Sandy Road, aye.
Aye, good stuff. Great result, though. Great result, guys. I didn't see that coming, honestly. I thought when Lafferty put that one in, he side-footed it, and the keeper saved it. I thought that's a 2-point drop, but man alive, that wee Alfredo, what a player.
Stevie, can I ask you a question, mate?
On you go, Ox.
You've got the two teams. You've got your players lined up. You're picking a team. You're picking like you used to do at school, right?
Right.
That your squad that played today. Your first pick.
My first pick.
Aye.
Oh, it's McGregor right away, innit?
Right. I'm giving you 2 picks. On you go.
Right. I'm going for Macaulay and Goldson.
Oh, he wasn't playing today.
No, you talked about the day.
Aye.
Just
so
2 players.
McGregor. Mm-hmm. And who else are you taking? Come on, Steve. It's not hard. I'll give you a clue. He scored 2 goals.
Aye, right away. That's it. Obviously, Morelos. Aye.
Right,
the first 2 that would come in the team is. Aye, the first 2's obviously got to be McGregor and Morelos. Aye.
Right, and I'm the other captain. I've just said I'm not playing anymore because I'm not picking any more of them. Rudy, that's my point. Yeah, Tav done okay at times, but God's sake.
I even thought McCrory was really poor the day as well, which I thought he's been pretty good when called upon. But it was the performance today was just. See, at half time, I couldn't see he's getting a goal. Ox, I'll be honest with you, I really couldn't see he's getting a goal at half time. First 45 minutes was as poor as I've seen this season. I think Andy Halliday had a chance to put his head in a few minutes and fluffed it. For me, after that, there was nothing really, and you wouldn't pick that Rangers team on a weekly basis if there was other players to pick. Like
Can I say something? I think we missed Ryan Jack something terrible today, by the way, big time, badly.
Good point.
Badly missed him. He's proven, Stevie. We were talking about him the other night. To me, he's our best player from a midfield, outfield perspective. He just brings a lot of composure in there. Stands, puts up one of the guys that can put his foot in the ball. I'm not saying he's a great football player going up front, but he's a marvellous player to have in your team. Puts his foot in the ball, knows what he wants to do, can move side to side. Great to watch.
Brad, he reads a game very, very well. So he does. He reads a game, you know.
When you're watching that today, Stevie, when you're watching that today, you think to yourself, would Ryan Jack get a game in that team? Better believe it.
Denver Bear. Ryan Jack.
I got a game in that team today.
Hi, Stevie. You went. Denver. I mean, I was critical of Ryan Jack. His performance away at Dundee, I thought he was pretty poor in the final third. But if that'll be a good DVD to get for your Christmas. The first half of the day and the second half at Dundee, that'd be good to sit and watch.
Fantastic. But, you know, the problem is there, I need to move on to a pint glass of whiskey. That's the problem. You know? And I need to take a sip again before I walk through the living room, you know. But man, I always, Rudy and me have got a similar idea, and I always agree with most of the stuff he says. But I can't agree with him with Ross McCrory today. I thought Ross McCrory was man of the match today.
I don't know.
I just showed you the difference of opinion.
Don't know.
That man of the match was Morelos.
Denver, two shots at goal.
I agree with Denver. I agree with out the midfield three. He was a better out of the three of them, mate. And at least you're talking about his two. At least he struck a ball from outside the box. Plenty of power. Just leant back on them a wee bit. At least he had a pop. I thought Koulibaly, and I was surprised at Andy Halliday as well. I thought he had a very, very quiet game. And the rest of the team, mate, the first half, honest to God, we've not heard the manager's press conference yet, but I'll bet you he must have given them a bollocking at half time because he made the changes. For me, we went more direct. Instead of the wee short passes, we moved the ball a wee bit quicker, got the ball up forward, and that's how we got our goals, you know, for me.
Listen, Denver, I'm in the Rudy camp, mate. I'm in Rudy camp. I mean, McCrory, one good effort and one bad effort for me for the first half. He worked hard, with very little quality.
I think, honestly, if you look back at the game again, you know, once the pressure's off.
Are you wanting me to sit and watch that again?
Aye. That's your
all
job.
right.
Your job is to do that, all right?
Denver, that must be some size of whiskey you've got, mate. That's all I can say. Hope you're enjoying it.
Aye.
Stevie, if I've got to sit and watch that again, I think it's only right that you've got to sit and watch it.
Well, I worked the whiskey bollocks. I'll be hoping a 40 ouncer to get through that again. That first half was woeful, man. And I don't know who it was that says it, but Gerrard must have got toe strips after them when they were in. They were a different team in the second. I've got to see Big Kyle. Big Kyle flung his cell about the day, got his cell involved, and I thought he'd do a bad game when he came on. I think he helped us the day, so he did, and it actually helped himself probably, though, because he's not been really hitting it. But I thought he was a menace to that defence today. I thought he'd done all right, but I couldn't suffer that game again. No, just leave it for the last 2 minutes. Morelos' goal, he's the points, thank you. That's it.
I see Morelos get booked for his celebration.
Aye.
Did you show me there, right? Sorry.
Aye, he did.
Right, okay.
On you go, on you comfort.
No, I was just going to say that I thought that the first half our right side just never worked at all. None of them. I thought the left side was doing no too bad. But then Barisic got injured, had to go off. And the tone of the game just sort of dropped a wee bit again, you know. I thought that midfield, our three midfield players weren't the great. Halliday might have got away with a wee bit lenient on him in the first half, but I thought Ross McCrory failed miserably in the first half. Miserably. Second half he came on a wee bit better, but then the whole team lifted itself up again, you know. For me, is he not just about the most exciting player in Scottish football? Is that young boy Morelos? My God. 3 chances, 2 goals. Absolutely out of this world, and lit the whole stadium up for Rangers anyway. And can I just say a huge shout out to those Bears going there and sitting through that first half must have been dire, you know.
Can we can hold on him?
Oh, one at a time. In you come, Stevie. Then Fox.
I don't know what Fox was. I think Fox said there, can we hang on? I was going to ask, what's the price tag on him now? What do you think he's worth? Judging by the puddle drinkers across the road and getting rid of their man, what do you think Morelos is worth?
100 million minimum. And you come, Fox, with that?
That's what I was just going to say. Can we hang on to him during the transfer window? Because people must be looking at him, mate. His game has improved so much this year.
Yep.
And I'm beginning to wonder whether we can hang on to him. I think a big offer will come in January, whether the board will be strong enough to hold off, because if we lose him, we can just forget everything, you know.
Yep.
Can I just say that there's somebody's put something in the lobby, and it's about trends in the United Kingdom, Twitter trends. And apparently number 1 in the United Kingdom today is Morelos, 9,163 tweets. And second is Christmas Eve, right? 7,870. He's more popular than Christmas, that boy.
19 goals for up until now.
Fabulous, Just fabulous.
Brilliant, Bridget. I mean, if he carries on that, if we keep him by January and he carries that on the second half of the season, what a goal tally that boy's going to have. And if Fox is right, I thought that, see when he scored that second goal, I was sitting there and saying to Mrs. Rudy, I'm like, we're going to struggle to keep a hold of this boy come the summertime. If no in January, but certainly the summer. There's going to be clubs looking at that boy, man, if he keeps that up.
Mrs. Rudy's like, if that doesn't go in, he's half his tea.
Doesn't happen.
He's no half his tea, Oxford, surely.
No, I tell you, steak pie today. I'm never half my steak pie.
Oh my God!
I've never.
She'd be calling the doctor in if he was half his tea. That's for sure. He must have been. He need to be really ill.
But listen, if he stops eating, you need to call the sanitary in, mate. Go on, Rudy, carry on, mate.
19 goals. He's fantastic. He dragged us at a holiday, so he really did. He really did. You know, 2 goals, well taken. And nobody's mentioned big Connor Goldson's pass for the.
A wonderful pass.
To Middleton, good pass.
Good cross as well.
What a pass that was. It was a great piece of football, that. The pass for Goldson to Middleton and a superb cross in for Middleton right onto Alfredo's head. Brilliant. But he's something else. We are going to struggle, I would imagine, come the summer to keep a hold of him if the second half of the season is anywhere near as good as this half.
Listen, if I was his agent, Stevie, in a new situation, you'd be in saying, look, he wants to stay, but they need to give a rise. You know,
just sign a new contract.
Doesn't matter, Fox. That's the way the game works, bizarrely. Stevie?
Aye. Contracts something worth the paper they're wrote on, guys. There's always a loophole somewhere. Me personally, I think, with Fox, I think we're going to struggle to keep a young boy. It wasn't that long ago he scored a perfect hat trick, right foot, left foot, header. The boy's got everything. He's work rate off the ball and the hassle. If you're a defender, do you want to play against Morelos?
No.
You know what I mean? It's plain as simple as that, and that just speaks volumes for him. The one wee thing that he needs to show a wee bit more professionalism when it comes to give referees easy decisions to make. He has to learn for these things. He's got to learn. But apart from that, would you have him out who would you have him in their team? Put it that way. There's nobody would you have them in their team. He's brilliant. He's fantastic.
GFK.
And as I say,
GFK.
JFK's hitting the bottle too much these days, isn't he? Old JFK,
Oh my God, Stevie! Oh my God!
Oh, there's going to be a fight at the bistro now when I give his badge.
He texted me yesterday about a striker that's been signed, mate, and I'm like, oh, I'll need to look him up. And then he followed it up and told me it was the Tims that had signed him.
He was on the right channel.
I'm no one for spreading rumours, but I heard they stood in the rank queue yesterday in Gale Street ready up the Celtic show.
Apparently the Tims signed Timothy Weah yesterday. It's not been released yet, so we'll need to see George Weah's boys for PSG.
No, what they'd be signing our Tim. Right, lads, we'll go to our manager. Get yourselves on mute. We'll hear from your manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBE.
Stephen, how much credit do your players deserve there for showing that character to dig that one out?
They certainly deserve credit for the second half performance. I thought we were much better. I thought we played with purpose. We showed bravery and personality and character, which is the non-negotiables when you wear the Rangers shirt. And we played like Rangers players in the second half. But the performance first 45 was really concerning. We were second best all over the pitch. We didn't have an individual out there that was standing up and doing the shirt justice. So you've certainly seen the two sides of us today. I'm really worried about the first half showing, but delighted with the second.
With what you mentioned there, was that very much your key message at half-time?
Yeah, and more. I think I had to have the honest one with them, individually and collectively, and I had to tell them exactly what I thought. I think you could tell by our crowd's reaction, sending them off. The boos were there, and quite rightly so. They were well within the rights to do even louder, because that wasn't acceptable. That's not a Rangers team or a Rangers show in first half. Second half, we played like the real us. We played like a team that wants to push and put ourselves in a really good position for the second half of the season, and we played like a team that really fancies getting involved at the top end of the table. First half, that wasn't there.
The one thing you missed on Wednesday night was that little bit of quality in the final third, but with the two goals you certainly seemed to find that today. Yeah, we created a lot more second half. I think our subs gave us a bit more. Glenn was excellent, got his assist with a fantastic ball. Alfredo finishes them off. I thought Lafferty was a constant thorn in their side. He could have had a couple himself. His goal will come. But yeah, we played with more purpose second half. We looked like a proper team. We looked like a team that's up there high on the table. So very pleased second half. I was very concerned at half time, and I had to tell them that. And for Alfredo, goals 18 and 19, it's not even Christmas. A superb return.
Yeah, but it'd be nice if he goes and gets in the 20s, won't it? There's 2 games to go, and I'm sure if we keep providing the ammunition, it'll come. The other night he was excellent at Hibs. He just couldn't get that goal and that breakthrough, and neither could we as a team. But from the first day of the season to now, he's been incredible for us, and you've seen the quality today, quite clear. Two top-class finishers.
How's Borna Barisic? Obviously had to go off.
He'll be out till we return after the new year.
Is there any chance of any more returning before the midweek or next weekend?
We're analysing them all. I can't really give you any false hope at the moment. There'll be 1 or 2 that are touch and go for Hibs and touch and go for Celtic, but there's no definites, that's for sure.
All right, very honest. I'll go to Denver Bear first, and then Stevie on the phones. No good news as far as injuries are concerned. On you go, Denver.
That's what makes Stevie Gerrard a class apart. He sees, previous managers would be gushing because we got the 3 points, but he sees the deficiencies in the team, and he knows what he needs to address, and that's why I've got 100% confidence in coming back with the Stevie Gerrard train. So there you go.
You're on the train, Stevie?
Oh, 100%. Aye, I'm on the train, yes. I think he sees the game the way Maestay see it. The first half wasn't up to Rangers' standards. He told you that he must have tore strips after them Ox. They were shocking. That was a disgrace. But his interviews are always the same. He doesn't let reporters get behind him, behind. He's thinking, he tells it how it is, he's honest, and I'm on the Gerrard train 110%. He's had one day, we've got another one coming up, let's see what it brings, and let's be honest guys, the way we're playing and we're still at the top of that table, It's just a total roller coaster there, and it's no good for the All Apple Tart, that's for sure. But Stevie G speaks very well.
Do you mind when Rudy's on? Don't mention food there. Rudy, very, very honest as usual, forthright, and said he was into individuals. Oh.
Rudy's dead a bridge.
Aye, he'll be back. Fox,
hello. I'm back. I was doing a bridge. I was completely waffling away there. You know,
thanks for the call.
There's just absolutely bang on. It's exactly what we were saying after the game when we came on, wasn't it? You know, he's very honest about what he sees. And I think it was Stevie was saying he'll have gone in there at half time and it absolutely tore strips off of him, because that first half was just shocking. That was poor, very poor. And like I said in the interview there, he got into them individually and collectively, told them, no, it's not acceptable. This just isn't acceptable. Love him to bits, I really do. And Stevie says, don't forget, he said one transfer window. So he has one transfer. This squad is nowhere near how it'll end up under Steven Gerrard. He needs at least a transfer windows, in my opinion, to build the squad of players that he wants.
I agree 100% with you, Rudy. The manager needs to get backed. It's up to Dave King to dig a wee bit deeper for this January transfer window. I think we'd all agree at this present time we haven't got the quality to go on and win this league. He needs to dig deep now. He's got an asset there in Alfredo Morelos, for me, who's worth about £20 million. Stick your horn in your pocket, Dave, and gaze a bit of quality.
Here, folks.
I think a few weeks ago, and I'll go to Bridge with this first after the interview, once you can comment the interview, we talked about we needed maybe 2 or 3 players. Now we need about at minimum 4 first-team players, no squad players. Rudy, I think we're getting interference for somebody. I'm not sure. Somebody's got some interference come through. Bridgeman?
Yeah, 100% agree. In all probability, we're thinking even 2 or 3. We're thinking at a stretch, but now you're maybe talking 4 because, number 1, because of injuries, and number 2, because of form. Some of the players we've got are knowing somewhere along the line they're just not getting the chance to show the form that they showed for us, against us rather, to warrant us buying them, you know. So I think there's certain areas in that. I'm desperately keen to see Mr. Dorrance coming back in, and ultimately Mr. Murphy, so we can get a clean bill of health in most areas. But the guys are right. I have to say, it looks like it. He's going to have to buy 3 or 4, and any player that he's going to go out and buy or bring on loan has to be better than what we've got. There's no good bringing in somebody the same.
It's got to be first-team players, mate. First-team players.
Absolutely. It's got to be able to be there and up and just ready for it, and let's go for it, you know. Got to do it. 6 feet 5 inch centre half, please.
A disappointing message that came for the Steven Gerrard's interview there was Barisic is out now till after they come back after the new year. That's disappointing, Knox.
Grade 1 term, mate. 6 weeks, mate. That's it.
He's just back in, and he just looked like he was starting to get into the swing it again, and that's us lost him again. You know what I mean?
Well, I'll tell you what. I hope. Well, if he's out, he's out. But I felt for Lee Wallace today. He looked the way we all probably expected him to look. He doesn't look match fit, and I don't think we can depend on Lee. I don't see him being fit enough to handle the 2 games that we've got left at Ibrox.
I agree.
So,
Andy Halliday, we're going to left back, and hopefully
you wouldn't put Flanagan in Ox, no?
No for me, mate. No for me. I think Flanagan showed the Aberdeen game that they're not being fair in the boy. I don't know what you think, Denver.
Halliday would be my choice for left back for the next 2 games. He's no ideal, but what I'm going to say, guys, is we're talking about how much we need players, but what I'm going to say is I'm going to take my hat off to the guys that have stepped up and kept us in the hunt, because we've not got our first full team at the moment, but the guys have stepped up, man. We're still up there, and and I take my hat off to every single Rangers player, man.
Well said, Denver.
Aye, well, Stevie,
Aye.
you're a positive guy, and obviously has been a roller coaster. But if Aberdeen draw their next home game, and we can manage to win our next 2 home games, we can be sitting 4 points clear in the league.
Let's be honest, Ox, we could have done that twice this season already.
Aye.
If we would have tucked people away when the puddle drinker slipped up. We seem to slip up when they slip up. You know, we just can't get that. We can't get the breakaway points to get maybe 3 points ahead or whatever. We just can't seem to do it. But listen, as Denver Bear says, you've got to take your hat off. The boys have kept us in the chase out there. And we all know we need a bit of quality. Me personally, we need another striker, we need an attacking midfielder, or somebody that will open the defence up, and we need another centre half. A killer, as Bridge would say.
Yes, please.
Killer. That's what we need, a bit of iron in there. We really do. And that would be the 3 positions that I would be going for to take us forward for the rest of the season. I feel in that, if we can manage to keep the back door shut, listen, doing that. I don't like talking about them all the time. It's what about we do, but they're no brilliant, that mob across the city. They'll keep slipping up. So it's down to us to try and this second half of the season. If we can beat them at Ibrox, I think the momentum will swing in our way, and I think you might see a different Rangers side the second half of the season. I really do.
Rudy Bear, I know you're like myself, too young to remember when Souness came in. And there was a game at New Year's Day. Rangers won 2-0, and the whole momentum of that season swung. I think that's when they went top of the league.
Aye.
They never looked back in the league. Could there be similarities?
I would like to think so. In fact, I really do hope so, Ox. As Stevie says, we could have done that twice by now, though, Ox. You know, we could have put a few points between us and them, and we're failed it twice today now. So we have, which is it's frustrating. That's the frustrating thing about dropping points to the likes of Aberdeen and Dundee. 5 points dropped there alone. You look there, they're only 1 point ahead of us just now. If we'd have won the 2 games, just the 2 games, we'd be 4 points ahead of them by now. So it's frustrating. I'd like to think we can get the result at Ibrox on the 29th. Then you go into the new year, you have your winter break, everybody comes, you get back fresh, ready to go. A couple of quality additions, hopefully in January, and we're ready to go for the second half of the season. And I don't see any reason if Alfredo can keep banging the goals in the way he can, and we can get some of the midfielders to step up and start contributing as well. Yep. There's no reason why we can't go in the second half of the season, And Denver's right. We've got to give them a bit of credit. We're 1 point off. We're second place and 1 point away for the Tims. We had a 14-game run in Europe where we only lost 2 games. Give them a bit of credit. They deserve it. They are like a tired team now, though, Ox. That's one thing.
I thought Tav looked as if he was running through quicksand at times today, Fox.
He was indeed.
Aye. Well, you need to remember, I think he's played nearly every game. Bar maybe one. I think he was on the bench but still came on. It's been a long half season for Tav, and the amount of work rate he gets through in a game, usually he wasn't so effective today, although he did produce the magic to cross into Alfredo. And between the two, they've been my biggest threat all season. Him putting the ball into the box and Morelos scoring from them. So I think the whole team's like that, Ox. As I said earlier on, I think we're running on empty. But we just need to find that wee reserve in the tank to get us by these next 2 games.
I think, can I just say, it's on Wednesday, the big one. For me, the big one's Wednesday. We've got to come in and we've got to do it like the last 15 minutes of the game today. We've got to start like that and go in there and finish it off. We nearly need to against the Hibs. Got to. That's the next big game. Another massive game. Wednesday.
We've been joined by one of our professional broadcasters. Afternoon, Ricky. How we doing?
I'm good. Ex-professional.
As he's commonly known, an ex-pro.
How you doing, guys? All right?
How we doing, Ricky? Give us your thoughts, mate.
I think everybody agrees that the first half was terrible. You know, I really think we're at the time now we need to find our defence and stick with the defence. If you know what I mean, stop rotating the defence. I think we need a good kind of sweep on centre half.
I don't think there was any rotation today. I think it was an injury that caused it, mate. I think McCauley would have been playing.
Because I think Worrells, every time he gets the ball, he seems to be very hesitant. You know, he just doesn't seem to have the confidence you need to play in that position. You know, every time he gets the ball, he kind of gives me the fear. I just don't think he's the right player for that position. You know.
I'll take you to one of our two centre half experts, Rudy Bear.
Aye, right. Aye, it was McCauley. He's going to be on your team sheet every week, in my opinion, if he's fit and ready to go. Unfortunately, I think it's a thigh problem, wasn't it? Mentioned the other day after Wednesday night there, picked up a thigh problem. I don't really see what else Steven Gerrard could have done today. You know, we could have put Katic on, but then he's not featured much in the last couple of months, is he? Really, that boy seems to have completely lost confidence. He's certainly not the player that he was in the first sort of maybe couple of months of the season when we were raving about him and thought we had a real player on our hands. It's just unfortunate the way it is. Worrell's not the answer. It's as simple as that. And Goldson looks a shadow of the player that he does when McCauley's beside him. McCauley just seems to be able to impart less confidence in him, help him through the game, talk him through the game. And for me, the centre-back partnership every day of the week would be McCauley and Goldson out of what we've got just now.
Bridgeman?
Yeah.
Bridge?
Yeah, pal, I agree with Rudy there. And I think that we've got big problems from a defensive perspective as the season's going to go on. The guys are leggy. You name it. Some of them just turn you up to it. And the jersey's getting heavier and heavy for some of these guys. And I must admit that. So it's causing a lack of form, a lot of fear in their own play. So a confidence lap for sure. I really can say this. Please get McCauley back as quickly as possible and try and keep him fit, because it's obvious that he's the one that instills a bit of confidence, particularly in Goldson. But in either this window coming or the summer window, we really need to get a well-known a really good centre half. As I say, I know I want a big 6'5" killer. I want them to go there and attack the ball. And it comes in there, attack it. Sorry, Pat.
Bridge, have you got anybody in mind? Is there anybody in mind?
No, we were after that boy Jack Cooper for Leeds. He's a big left-footed guy. I'm looking for the balance.
You mean Millwall, mate?
Millwall, sorry, I do apologise. Yeah, Millwall. And we were after him, but it was going to cost about £5 million. And I don't think Rangers are going to have that money. But somewhere along the line, there's one of them sitting waiting on us out there.
Ricky, what about the big picture? Where are we on the big picture? How are you seeing it?
I think we still need more changes in January. This sounds quite dodgy, but Morelos, I don't think he's your out-and-out striker. I think Morelos should be. I think there should be somebody in front of Morelos. I think Morelos is brilliant at holding it up and getting good balls in.
Just let Morelos go where he wants.
Kinda, aye. It's just. I think he scored loads of vital goals as he has done today, but he's also missed quite a lot of goals over the past couple of games. But I think, the strength he's got at holding up the ball and winning the ball, I think, if we've got an out-and-out striker that just loves scoring goals, even if it's like a poacher, like a McCoist or whatever, I think, that's what we should be looking for in January. And then, honestly, we've got a good chance of winning this league, but we're getting there.
Interesting thoughts. I think you mentioned it the other night, maybe somebody playing up top and Morelos playing as a number 10. I think you mentioned it. Might not have been you, but I'm going to you with it.
It was me. I think he would be better as the number 10, mate. He was previously a midfielder. He knows the midfield role. I'm not saying I would have him at the top of a diamond, and I would do away with our wingers because I don't think they produce enough. Like the Candias today was missing. Gresder on the other side never contributed anything, and we need people in the box. And Morelos getting the ball knocked to him and his layoffs, etc. He turns with the ball and he can feed other people in and get himself into the box. Away for the centre halves, I think he'll score even more goals.
Denver Bear.
I kind of agree with you. You know, you need just like a wee guy like what's the guy's name? The guys, shit. We went to Sunderland. They ended up at Sunderland there last year, and we talked about maybe buying them. Can't remember the guy's name. But you need somebody just a 6-year poacher. You know, we're doing all right, guys. We're doing all right. I need another coffee, guys.
All right, mate. You carry on. Mate. You don't, by the way, just to let you know, you don't look very good. What about yourself? What about yourself, Stevie? Is that something you thought about, or do you want Fred constantly up top?
Oh, I think we should play the wee man, keep him where he is up top. He's banging in the goals. If we can get, as I say, a bit of quality in the midfield to even open up defences there, I think that would help Fred there and all. He doesn't score a lot with the head, spare with the feet. He play the ball into him and make his own goals. And I just think he's really starting to get to know Scottish football. He's starting to get into the swing of it, and he knows what it takes now. And I think to fling somebody, buy somebody up there to make Morelos the number 2, I think that might set him back as a second centre forward. I don't think he's for that at all. I think he's for number 1. I really do. But I might agree. I can agree with Fox. What Fox was saying. I don't think we're getting as good as what we think of our wingers. Middleton today didn't do much. Gresner, he's already know my thoughts on him. And I just think that maybe it's time to play 2 up front, but him as my main striker, I really do. So...
All right. Candace disappointed me a bit today, Ricky.
Aye, yep.
Ricky, he works hard, you can never say, but there was times I couldn't work out where he was playing.
I know. I totally agree with you. But see one of the other things I'm thinking about, see for the game against Hibs, who would you start at left back? Would it be Wallace or would it be Halliday? Because they're 2 totally different players.
I think that'll be dictated for personally who's fit to play in the midfield, mate.
Aye.
If that makes sense, because obviously if we're really short of numbers in the midfield, Andy will play in there and Wallace might play at left back or Flanagan might play.
Because I was talking to my mate Chris about it just there, and basically Halliday is just more a kind of old-fashioned left back who will punt it up the field, whereas Wallace will actually take it for a run. So I think that
did you watch Lee Wallace try to run today?
He's not fat, Ricky.
He's not much fit. No.
Do you know what, guys? Can I come in there?
On you go, Stevie.
I'm glad Lee Wallace got a run today for one reason and one reason only, guys. And I know this isn't the right reason why he should be in the team, but see what the guy's done for his loyalty-wise. I was pretty glad and I run about why they go his wee run out today. And you're right, Ox. He couldn't run to save himself today. He's no match for it at all. But see, just for the boy's been through a hard time there with Rangers. Yeah. And he's kept his gob shut. He's been professional about it, and he's got his chance back in the team there. Just for that reason and that reason only, I'm pretty glad that the boy got his chance again. He showed his loyalty.
And Stevie, didn't they? They gave him a good reception when he came on.
They did the half. And remember, guys, at Easter Road when things were really bad? Lee Wallace looked at the Rangers fans and he made the "I'm not going anywhere" signing. I'm signing. I'm keeping with the 10. He fell out his crest and his shirt. That does things for me. A wee bit of, there's not enough loyalty in football now, as we all know. It's all pound and pence. And for that reason only, today, I was glad Lee Wallace got his wee break today to come on there for the loyalty he showed the Glasgow Rangers.
Yeah, Ricky, my thing about Wallace wasn't a criticism, it was an observation. I agree he wasn't match fit.
Aye.
No, I feel
definitely wasn't.
It was good. The reception was excellent. They got and like I said, they're brilliant. What he's done for Rangers has been amazing.
Absolutely. Can I just come in there? So I was just going to say, apparently the BBC are getting a big style on Twitter. So anyone who does Twitter might know this. But apparently they put out a tweet naming Rangers team, which included Ajaria, Katic, Ryan Jack, Glenn Middleton, and Scott Arfield. What are these people like? Apparently they've deleted it very quickly, you know.
I wouldn't have minded if Arfield and Ryan Jack were actually playing.
Exactly, 100%. I don't know whether they're trying to wind people up or not. It's just what a dreadful organisation that is. Dreadful.
I know.
Fox.
Yes.
Manager was on, very honest. The support are very realistic. We just need a boost to just drive us on. These 2 games coming up, if they go your way, mate, could that be the catalyst?
I still think we need to buy in some quality, mate. I think this team will struggle to keep the momentum going for the full season. I think we need some new blood. That'll give us a bit of G'ing up, I think. Also, the 2 games, what's really important is our next game. If we can win at Ibrox, mate, Aberdeen and the Tims have a wee tussle up north, and a draw there could see us overtake them before the Rangers-Celtic game, mate. So there's all sorts of boosts could come in, but I think for the rest of the season we need new blood to come in to give the team a wee gel up, mate. You know what I mean?
I think you'll see it. That game today will give the boys a boost. But I think the biggest thing they need to get to the end of this half-term thing. So another week and get it all over and done with, and let them get a rest. Because they need about 4 or 5 days rest and then back in and do some light training and things like that to build it back up. They must be exhausted, some of them. They've got to be. That's an enormous amount of games we've played, like 40 games or something.
I think you're planning the pre-season, and I'll take this to Ricky then, I'll go to Stevie with it. When you're planning the pre-season, you couldn't have factored in the 14 European games.
Nah.
Ricky?
Is it me or Stevie? Was it Ricky?
Sorry, I missed that there. Sorry.
On you go, Stevie, then. Ricky can have it. On you go, mate.
Nah, there's no way in the world tennis would have thought we'd have got 14 games in Europe, and again, you get back to the amount of players that went out the door and the amount of players that came in the door, Ox, and it was all flung together. And where we are the now? Listen, I'm pretty happy about where we are the now. As you're saying, the pre-season, none of us would have thought, let's be honest, the way we've played and we're only 1 point behind. You know, it's just, no, definitely no, Ox, no for me. And see, just before I go, Ox, not only the thing that I think would give us a boost for the Old Firm game, the Drumchapel Protestant boys marching the Rangers out that tunnel, man. Give it loudly. There you go. That'll give the boys a boost.
On yourself, Stevie boy.
You better believe it, Prince, man. Get the band back on this show. We'll get a place rocking for the second half. That's it, guys. Listen, troops.
Could we have a guest stickman with you that day?
Hey, Brad, tell JFK I've got my triangle. He's staging his stick. He's put his Rangers tap on me a boomerang. How's he going to get his stick with it? So the bottom line is, boys, the second half of the season's yours. We just need to be positive, get behind the manager, support the team, and let's do it, man. Right, I'm off to Asda for the Christmas run. Right,
you have a good Christmas, Stevie. You have a good Christmas.
To all the boys in the panel, all the best. And Bridgeman, keep it going for the teddy bears. We are the people.
On yourself, Stevie boy. Keep it going for the Rangers.
Boys. Right, I'll see you at the bistro, right? I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.
Hey, Stevie. Oh, he's away shoplifting. Ricky, I said when we're planning with the schedule, when you're doing your pre-season, you don't think we're going to have 14 European ties?
Oh, no, I know. And to be honest, it's amazing what the team have done this year, innit? I mean, every Rangers fans probably didn't think we would even get that far in Europe. And to be honest, we could have actually, everybody knows we could have got there. We should have won games that, with things going against us. But now I actually think it's quite a good thing. Now we can just concentrate in the league. And hopefully Celtic will start getting injuries and things like that. And they'll struggle in Europe. And it will maybe benefit us because they are playing extra games. Because Rodgick and Griffiths, obviously, he's at the bookies next week anyway. But Rodgick is out as well for next week, you know. So I just think it will benefit us, and being second in the league now is brilliant, you know, considering what we've had to go through over the past few years, you know. And I know a lot of Rangers fans keep on going back to that, but it's the truth, you know. We've had a fucking shit time the past 4 or 5 years, and this is us back, you know. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking
Denver. I'll be back Denver. Oh, Denver, he's away pulling himself another hole.
We're not right there yet, but we're heading in the right direction, you know. But
No. And the manager knows where we are, Ricky. That's what gives me a bit of confidence, because he's not coming out and saying, "Oh, it was a gritty performance, difficult pitch. We pulled ourselves through. We've got a lot of quality. We'll learn from it." He said, "No, we were crap." The same as we're saying, yeah.
That's it. And he doesn't hide for anything. That's what I really like about him. He is a young new manager, but he doesn't hide for anything. And I think it's because he has had such a successful playing career himself. He just doesn't. I like the way he talks, and even when he came out the other day, he didn't celebrate. I didn't realise he didn't celebrate both of their goals. I don't know if you heard that.
I heard it
on the TV.
He didn't celebrate both his goals because he was that pissed off about the first half. So that's he knows where he needs to fix things, and he goes and does it. I don't know if you noticed as well, Grezda, I think he was to blame for the first goal because he wasn't marking his man. And basically, around about 30 minutes, Middleton was told to go and warm up. But I thought he was actually going to take Grezda off at that point because Grezda was having a fucking nightmare. He was, right? Yeah. No, but it's. I'm always proud to be a Rangers fan, but we're getting there. I just can't. I hope we beat them in the 29th. That'd be amazing.
Well, we need to beat Hibs first, mate.
That as well.
We need to beat Hibs first.
Listen, guys, I'm going to need to go. All right.
Yep.
I'm sitting here with beers and I'm busting now.
Listen, Ricky,
biggest game of the season there, Ricky. Biggest game of the season coming up.
Ricky, you have a nice Christmas, mate, and don't be a stranger, mate. When you talk on this show, you get to a lot of people, mate.
Oh no, that's me. I listen all the time.
Cheers, Ricky. Don't be a stranger, mate.
All the best for Christmas, all right?
Cheers, Ricky. Happy New Year as well when it comes, pal.
You too, bud. Cheers. Bye.
All right, best, Ricky.
All right, Fox, you've got some announcements to make, mate.
I have.
Yes.
About the show you're talking about.
Unless it's your engagement, I don't know.
Well, we'll be having wee breaks here during the Christmas and New Year. Will be an aftermatch show on Wednesday. We'll do a show.
And a pre-match show.
And a pre-match. You doing the pre-match as well, right? We'll also have a show on the Thursday, and then we'll be off for the new year. Depending on the result against the Tims, we may have a special show on the Sunday at an earlier time, but we'll keep you up to date with that when we finish up on Thursday.
All right. Bridgeman?
Oh, what can you say? Another great result for us. Poor game, but poor play. But can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here, and a huge, huge shout out to all the Rangers fans that were at that game today. Well done to every one of you. Big, big Merry Christmas to you. Please, 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 everybody keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers desperately need us. Keep it going.
Here, can I thank Ricky, Stevie, and of course the one and only Denver Bear for taking the time to join us. Rudy Bear, Fox and Bridge for joining us here in the panel, and Old School Blue, who should never be forgotten, who does all the technical stuff in the background. This has been Rangers Radio, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas for 2018. We'll be back on Wednesday at 2 p.m. with a pre-match show, Rangers versus Hibernian. All the best and a Merry Christmas to each and every one of you. Take it away, Old School Blue.